right, we're in the good old boy. We're gonna do a 0 to 60 here and see what we can do with this new turbo. No fuel upgrades yet, so I'm not expecting much, but let's see what happens. V-box is set up. This is gonna be tricky because I'm using all my hands. Here we go. 4-wheel drive. Ready, here we go. That felt pretty good. Let's see what the results have for us. All right, so before we were able to get a we got a little traffic here. Before we were able to get a 6.7, that was our best ever run, and it was a one-time shot. So this time we did the same spot, the same run, basically the same time of day. Everything's pretty much the same. It's on my way to the shop. And the run today was a 6.1. Check that out. So 6.1, 0 to 60. We're almost into the 5s. So that's, if you'll recall, that's faster than Rudnick's. Rudnick's was a 6.2. So we're there now. I could re-race Rudnick right now and it would be a much closer race, let's put it to you that way, if I don't win. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty excited to see such a low 6-second run, 0 to 60. For those of you who don't know the setup, this is the 99 7.3 with basically the bolt-ons, all the bolt-ons. Still on stock injectors though, so we'll do the stock and we'll do the hybrid 205cc injectors on this hopefully soon. That's my goal, at least. You know, one step at a time. But it has the intake, full exhaust, the KC300X turbo, bellowed up pipes, valve body from 1023 diesel, and the 1023 diesel PHP Hydra. So a pretty basic setup, honestly. A lot of good stuff, quality parts, all working in harmony. So big thanks to 1023 diesel for hooking us up with most of this stuff and getting us where we want to be. It's a huge improvement over stock. This thing was a 9-second plus 0 to 60, almost 10 seconds. So we've dropped over 3 seconds in the 0 to 60 with bolt-on parts. And if we put this back into its normal fuel sipper mode, it's nice and quiet, no problems at all. So Javier popped by today so I could work on his camera, apparently.
I didn't do anything. It wasn't me.
No, but tell you what he did do. He brought back my banner.
It's only been since Street Kings 2018.
Oh my God. That's bad. So I left my banner at the track and Javier was nice enough to grab it for us. And he's been keeping it nice and safe in his trunk since then. But anyway, if you guys don't know who he is, make sure you go check out his channel, That Racing
TRC,
Channel.
That Racing Channel.
Fastest cars in South Florida. Fastest cars more in South Florida. Fastest cars in the country, really. Got some good stuff.
Heck
What's new? What's popping?
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to have fun, man.
Yeah.
I really want to ride in this thing. So we featured this car, what, 2, maybe 3 times now?
Yeah.
And I've never gotten a chance to ride in it.
Today's the day.
And the way this thing sings, man, I gotta feel it.
Yeah.
I gotta hear it.
Absolutely. It's
an
an experience. So if you guys haven't seen it either, we just put these wheels on. They've been, I mean, this is my dream wheel for this car.
This is the wheel for this car.
Right. So it's starting to become something in my head now. It's like, yes, all right, that's working. So there's some cohesiveness now in the entire setup of the car. But we'll get it out. You guys got to go to his channel to watch the ride along and let us know what you think.
Hell yeah.
How bad do you think that gas is from Australia? That E85 mix stuff?
How bad is the gas from Australia, Marcus says?
Yeah, like the mixed
pretty-
stuff that we took out of the...
It was pretty bad. I mean, it's always a couple months old when it gets here, so I can't really say much for that.
So
But
I shouldn't put it in the 180.
nah, I wouldn't.
Okay, I don't want to.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Let me run that through a Renly or something, some scooters or something, you know.
It's E85 though.
Oh, it's E85.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, we'll figure something out. Anyway, something different on the dyno today. Marcus has been working diligently on getting this Mark III Supra going. We put a Haltech Elite in it, and we've kind of tidied up a bunch of little messes around it. But we're on the dyno now. We're on E85, flex fuel setup, and we're gonna make a pull. So, car came to us with a misfire and all kinds of other little issues that we sorted out, and we got that Elite in there and dialed everything in. So now this is going to be like a 22, 23 PSI pull, looking for over 500 wheel horsepower at least. The cool thing about this setup is it is a 2JZ. So this is a swapped in single turbo 2J. That's why we're looking for that power. I wouldn't be looking for that power on the 7M GTE, but on the 2JZ GTE, yes. So let's go ahead and make a pull, see what we can get. Go over 500. That's what we were looking for. I'm good with that.
Sam's here with Marcus.
What did Sam get?
Come back here, dude.
What do you think, man? What do you reckon? Nice car. Yeah, man.
Just another one.
Another one. You guys are
What
just
do you think, Jack?
you guys are just doing off-road Miatas now?
Yeah, man.
That's the deal?
That's the deal, yo. Look
Okay.
at this thing.
I like the tires, Max's Bighorns.
350,000 miles.
All right, did you pay less than him?
Technically, yeah, but he got an MB, so. I mean, look, the
how-
guy was non-negotiable.
How much is this thing?
I paid $1,900 for it.
1900.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not too bad, honestly.
Okay. Does that have AC?
No.
No AC?
No AC. You don't need AC, man.
Let's see what's going on in here.
You don't need AC.
You got red interior?
Yeah, man.
Good
It's got
Lord.
6x9s. It's
This
got all the
is,
good stuff.
It's gonna sting your butt when you sit.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Who's is better?
Guess we're gonna find out.
Oh my
Yeah, we-
We're
god.
definitely gonna find out.
Too much wall perception.
All right. So we've got some more goodies coming for the good old boy, and I wanted to show you guys. If you guys don't know, the good old boy is my 7.3 liter Power Stroke truck. It's a farm truck. We use it to pull horses, but I also can't drive anything that's normal or slow. So, as you know, we're doing stuff. Now, what we've done already is, if you haven't seen the other videos, is we upgraded the turbo. We've got a full exhaust intake, Hydra from 1023 diesel. They hooked me up with everything. The turbo's a KC300X stage 2. And the reason I went with the stage 2 is because I did not plan on keeping the fuel system and everything stock, obviously. Eventually we're gonna do the injectors, but along that modification path is one very crucial modification that needs to be done. And that is the high pressure oil pump. So what we've got here is an upgraded unit from Diesel Site. This is called the Adrenaline, as you can see right there. So this high pressure oil pump is able to flow a lot more or keep a lot more pressure than the stock one. On diesel, on these specific 7.3s, the fuel system is driven obviously by oil. And if you don't have enough high pressure oil to drive the big injectors, then you can't spray the fuel, which makes it completely pointless to upgrade the injectors anyway. So this is basically like a refurbished factory style unit, but it's been upgraded in order to handle that extra fuel that's needed. So it comes with the O-rings and stuff. We'll be doing this, oh look, it's personalized. That's cool. So we'll be doing this along with a couple of other modifications as well. My aim for this setup is to max out the stock injectors. So this fuel or this oil pump should allow me to get a little bit more, stretch those stockers out to the maximum. And we already did a 6.10 to 60. One thing I did notice that was happening, and the reason that led me to the oil pump, is that the truck would lose a little bit of its power after it gets hot. Not necessarily from ambient air, but heat soaking in the oil, in the motor. If I let it sit overnight, the first time it gets warm is the fastest. And that's typical, but it would lose a lot after it got hot. We would lose a full second in the 0 to 60, sometimes even more. So that was showing me that we were having some inconsistencies with the high pressure oil pump, and that's a telltale sign. So hopefully we'll do a little test. I hope with this oil pump, we'll get this oil pump put on. The guys at Lox Diesel are going to put it on for us, and we'll be able to see if the back-to-back hot runs still drop off as much, or if they hold pretty solid. If they hold pretty good, then we know that was the problem. Otherwise, I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. So let's get this adrenaline pump on. Hopefully we can get that on in the next few days. And then we've got the injectors coming. Super, super stoked about that. 1023 is sending a set of the hybrid, the big boys. They're the 238 80s. So 238 and 80% overstock nozzle. So a really nice injector. I think that's going to get us well up into that 500 horsepower range, especially with the turbo we have. So I'm super excited to see how this does. Ruddy, your 6-7 days are numbered. Shaw, I'm coming after you. The good old boy is no longer gonna just be a slow old man truck. It wasn't that slow at this point to begin with, but now, all bets are off. I'm gonna get that 5 seconds 0 to 60 for sure, and we'll see. Maybe we'll go past that. I want to really see what this truck can do, and yeah, the good old boy. What more can I say? It's a beast. Just look at it. The most unassuming old man truck out there. So just stay tuned for that. We should have that stuff in at the very latest next weekend. But yeah, next week's gonna be really fun. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one.